everyone, I'm Trevor, and today we are at Disney California Adventure to give you a merchandise guide for 2026. We're going to walk you through every single store in every single land and show you what they have to offer, so let's get going. And we're going to begin right here on Buena Vista Street with the 5 and dime. Now, the way that we're going to run this is we cannot look at every single item in every single store, so the goal is just going to be to show you the types of items while pointing out some new ones that I might not have seen before and general prices of items as well. So when you come in here, you're going to see some food and wine festival items because that is going on right now at Disney California Adventure. But throughout the different times of the year, this little display and the one right to my left that we just looked at will have a bunch of different seasonal type displays. So at Christmas, it's going to be Christmas merchandise, Halloween, it'll be Halloween, and so on and so forth. And then also this little portion right off to the left. If we go beyond that, you're going to find headbands and hats. Hats are going to be over there on the wall. They have the Mickey ears, Mickey and Minnie ears that are pre-designed and pre-set up, of course. And here is a look at the average cost of headbands. You will find the prices go a little bit higher for some special edition ones, but generally that's a good ballpark for you right here this year. And then they have the build your own headbands. This is something they've been doing in the last couple of years now. It's still relatively new though. You get to pick like these little characters out of here, and then they have Velcro straps that you attach to your own blank headband. And these guys are going to run you $7 each, and they got a whole bunch of them here. And then the headband itself is going to run you, it looks like about $11.99 to $13.99 depending on the type that you want to get. And then, like I said, over here they also have some hats if you're just looking for regular hats. And they still have the, this is the only one over here by the looks of it, but the old style Mickey hats as well. But hats, there's even some visors. Wow, I didn't realize they still put out visors. That's like a 90s thing, I feel like. We've got some bucket hats down there as well, so different hat options that you can have a look at when you're here. But overall, this is just going to be kind of like your generic merchandise store if you're just looking for good Disney branded things. Here's the yearly 2026 dated merchandise, and then over here we just have some of their newer styles of Spirit jerseys that they've got going on. I especially really like this one. We saw it at the Disneyland merchandise update or guide. We made a guide over there as well, but tons of different Spirit jerseys here. Spirit jerseys run you about $80 a person. You're going to find Spirit jerseys in a lot of the different stores. That's not unique to this one particular store. Most of the stuff in here is going to be stuff that you'll just be able to find everywhere. We've got some bags and backpacks over here. There's more bags and backpacks on the back wall. Loungefly backpacks, in fact, tons of Loungeflies back there I see. And we've got some plushes right here in the center. What's this over here? Photo albums. Oh, look at this. They still have some photo albums floating around as well. Photo albums are not something that you generally see that much anymore. I can't open it because it's got the band across it. I mean, I'm sure I could just slide it off, but people don't really print photos much. But here's some photo albums if you are still into printing photos and remembering your trip that way. Anything back there specifically to look at? Looks like a bunch of graduate merchandise. We're getting close to May, and June is the big grad time of the year. We'll have grad nights going on at Disney California Adventure, and they've already got some 2026 grad merch up over there. Here's the Loungeflies that we were pointing out earlier. You can have a look at those different styles. I know we're not super close, but again, can't look at everything. Spinning over here, we've got some mugs and some tumblers. Well, I'm sure we'll find a better spot for mugs and tumblers. There's obviously not a huge selection right here, but there are a couple. And then we've got some socks as well. Look at this, socks. Different styles of socks. Now this store will just spill into the next one, Big Top Toys, and in here, you guessed it, you are going to find toys. We'll just quickly and somewhat slowly walk around so that you can see what types of toys. Got some figurine sets over here, $35 each when you buy two, or $39.99 when you buy one. We have some of these types of toys. These are bath sets, and they are $26.99. We've got some different little vehicles and toys like trains over here. Lincoln Logs. Looks like Lincoln Logs. Lincoln Logs! Lincoln Logs still exist? Wow. Another blast from the 90s. So actually earlier, older, way older. Lincoln Logs are way older than the 90s. I just remember playing with them as a kid. We've got Monopoly, Clue, Uno, Guess Who, Candyland, and some signature puzzles. There you go, some games. Got some Zootopia stuff over here. Don't hustle a hustler. And Zootopia 2 Nick Wilde Funko Pop. Here's these little guys. I like these things, these like Vinylmation characters. I used to collect these all the time when we would go to Disney World, and they used to be like once every other year trip for us, and we weren't Disneyland pass holders. We would get a Vinylmation character every time we went, and I would slowly grow my collection. I loved that. Got some sweatshirts here, and just to give you some costs, price on the sweatshirts $59.99, and that's going to be a pretty good ballpark price for any of the sweatshirts that are here. But if we spin around, we have a lot more toys in here, a lot of toys. Again, I'm going to stop saying it, but if I move fast, it's just because I can't look at everything. But I still want you to be able to see generally the types of items that are here. There's even more plushes over here on the other wall. Lots and lots of plushes and big top toys. And then more over this way. And then we move into another room here. This is not the final room. It's actually not even close to the final room. I don't know what the name of this particular store is because I usually just walk through the entire store the way I'm doing right now. We don't actually go out and look at the building name. But more Disneyland stuff, 1995 or 1955 original classic shirt. Got some children's spirit jerseys over here, children's size spirit jerseys. If you're looking at ordering or getting some of those, Cruella de Vil. And then some more zip-up jackets. Just got to meet some lovely folks from Michigan. Thank you guys for stopping and saying hello. They're going on a Royal Caribbean cruise right after this. I was talking to them about Royal Caribbean. We want to try to do Royal Caribbean at some point too. We've got the cruise bug, guys. We've got the cruise bug. Royal Caribbean looks like it's loads of fun. I'm sure it'll end up here on the channel at some point. We just have no plans currently for Royal Caribbean. Moving into the next store here, we've just got a couple of other items. You know, items that we've seen. Not necessarily that style, but they've been around. We've shown you them in previous merchandise updates. So for the purposes now of this video, I just kind of want to pan the shop and let you see what types of items are here. They may not be here, like specifically these ones are listed as 30% off. That means they're trying to get rid of them. So who knows how much longer these types of items will hang around. Select 70th anniversary merchandise. We only have a couple of months left in the 70th anniversary, so they are kind of fire selling all 70th anniversary merch. The 70th anniversary ends in August 9th, but if they run out of merchandise before then, they won't make any more. So there may not be merchandise clear up until the final day of the 70th, but this store's got lots of 70th options, and they're all 30% off, all of them right now. So if you're coming in the next couple of days, maybe you want to look at getting some of that for a nice discount. You can stack discounts too, by the way. If you have a Disney Visa card, or you're a Disney Vacation Club member, or you are an annual pass holder, you can stack your discounts with those 30% off discounts, and you can drop the price down even more. Really great way to save some money. Here's some sweatshirts and things. Got some bags, some hats, some Big Hero 6 type items, t-shirts. We're just moving along. Oh, look, are these basketball jerseys? Got a basketball jersey and a baseball jersey over here. Just a Darth Vader jersey. Love that. Buzz Lightyear. Lots of different stuff around. Here's some Disney California Adventure specific themed merchandise. I want to show this because if you're looking, like you're coming to Disney California Adventure and you are specifically looking for a shirt that you could wear to DCA. I know we always like to wear clothing that matches the park that we're in when we go to Walt Disney World for our vacations. So here are some shirt designs for Disney California Adventure specifically that you may be interested in picking up when you are here. Now the design may not be the same, but this general location, it's the this is the final store right here, Elias and Company. It's one building over, but this is the final room. This is where all the expensive stuff is going to be. We've got some Stony Clover stuff, and they've got Dooney and Burke in here. Yeah, this is the expensive store. We've got some jewelry in here too. Rebecca Hook. And then this isn't necessarily more expensive, but they got the fancier, classier sort of style sweatshirts over in this store that kind of fits that general overall theme. But then we have some Citizen watches over here too, if you're looking for some watches.
I don't say the total out loud no more. I feel like...
And we got some signature books right here at the register. Some signature autograph books. That's the word I'm looking for. But if we turn here and go out, just show you spatially where we have come out now. That building right there is Carthay Circle, and the DCA's like upper hub area is right over there. This is where the big Christmas tree would be at Christmas time, or the Headless Horseman at Halloween time. And we just came out of Elias and Company there, and then those printed t-shirts were going to be in this building right here. Now we have backtracked a little bit because we have to do the opposite side of Buena Vista Street, but I missed this guy earlier. I can't believe that I did. So let's go ahead and cover that now that we're back here. Oswald's, this is going to be right inside the ticket turnstile area. We've got some ears, hats, grad caps down there, some more ears hanging out here in the middle. Got some more ears down this way. And yet even more right here too, plus some of those bubble wands, the bubble wands with the interchangeable little hats, so you can customize your own bubble wand. And then if we head inside Oswald's here, we're gonna find yet even more ears, lots and lots of ears, plus more hats. A lot of hat choices in here at Oswald's. And then if I spin around, we've got some of the larger hats like Goofy and the Sorcerer hat, some sweatshirts. Oh, and there's more of those classic type of Mickey ears, the you know, I don't know what you call them. I don't even know what style to call them. Oh, and there's also the conductor hat, the 70th anniversary conductor hat down there too. But what we really needed to do was come here from the Five and Dime, which we went into a second ago, and then take you across to the Kingswell shop, and then work our way through that gift shop. And I want you to show you where it starts over here, because it's kind of tucked away. There's the lockers straight ahead, and the Kingswell is going to be to the left of that. Now this is going to go all the way up to the Trolley Treats, which is kind of like the Candy Palace over here at Disney California Adventure. Once again, lots more ears. And then here is a embroidery station. So you want to get your hats or your ears embroidered, you can have that done right here at the embroidery station. And here's more of those ear hats. That's what it says above. They're called ear hats. The other ones are ear headbands. Those are ear hats. Said that right above the embroidery station. And we've got a bunch of pins over here too. Lots and lots of pins. Absolutely cannot look at every single pin that is here, but there is a what's new section. We'll take a look in a second. And here we go. There's the pricing on those pins. And we've got 2026, happiest day ever. Build-A-Pins, look at that. Oh, the same thing right here. Another Build-A-Pin. And then just pan down through these pins that are all under the what's new section. In case you're curious as to what just dropped here at Disneyland. You're also going to find home goods in here. We've got some candles. Always love a good Disney candle. Living in a fantasy, like that one. We've got a bunch of different candle styles all here. And then there are some Christmas ornaments over that way. I think we're going to find some Christmas ornaments further in as well. And we have some like decor style items, 70th anniversary style items, more home goods. We've got an apron, some tea towels, some plates, serving plates, more figurines over here from the Vault Collection. The Vault Collection is one of their themed merchandise lines that are available right now, along with the dated 2026 merch. Got a Coco line over here. Look at that. Throw blanket down here. We got a whole bunch of throw blankets, whole wall of them right here. I see Jafar.
Yo, I want to get that.
Spin around, we have some Oogie Boogie stuff, like a mug. And a thermos. More Christmas ornaments. Told you there would be more. A lot more, actually. The Kingswell shop is where you are going to find all of this stuff. They have it at the Plaza Point Holiday Shop at Disneyland. And it's going to be the Kingswell shop for Disney California Adventure. Ooh, look at this one. I really like this one. Pascal and one of the floating lanterns. What's the price on that? Because that, I really love that. It's going to be $26.99. Oh, man. Amy would love that. We might need to get that. Might need to get that. Tangled is her favorite, and she loves Pascal. Then we continue on. This is just like the other shop. All the stores kind of interconnect. We've got more mugs over here. Told you we'd find a spot where there'd be a lot more mugs too. And here it is. This is more down towards Trolley Treats. It might not be called Kingswell Shop anymore. This might actually be Trolley Treats, who knows. A lot more mugs. Look at Carl. And we got some more home goods over here. Bag clips, straws, cookie cutters, a whole bunch of stuff. And then a lot more tumblers and thermoses. We exit this room and we go right into Trolley Treats. This is all going to be food, but they are going to have the souvenir type food, the stuff that you can take home. So we might as well show you those along with the prices. Some chocolate chip cookies here. Disney Parks Transport Tin. It looks like those guys are going to be $29.99 on the shortbread tin. We also have some bagged cookies, churro flavored puffs, chocolate chip cookies, and a lot more. Teas, some teas down there in the bottom right. Flip to the other side, we've got some like toffee brittle. And then they've got gummies, candies, cotton candy over here on this wall. Rock candy. I love rock candy. Rock candy sticks. Any root beer? I don't see any root beer. Root beer is the best rock candy. That's what I say anyway. Coming out here, and now we're right back where we were when we came out the other store. The Elias and Company is right over there. So that's where we came out of. Now we have finished Buena Vista Street. Whew. I am going to try to speed it up a little bit as we move along, because otherwise this video is going to be longer than the Disneyland one. But I am trying to show you as much stuff as possible. I hope you're appreciating how much merchandise we're looking at. If you are enjoying this video and finding it helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And if you want to save money on your next Disneyland vacation, call my friends at Getaway today and tell them that SoCal Disney Dad sent you. Or click the link down in the description and use my coupon code to save on top of their already discounted hotel and ticket packages. Now we come to Sunset Boulevard. The sun is not setting at the moment, but the first store that we're going to look at is over off to the left, Gone Hollywood. And here it is. I want to come down in here. And I'm just going to kind of pan through here because there's nothing specifically unique in this store. Just a bunch of apparel, hats, sweatshirts, lounge flies, and spirit jerseys. So I'll let you see how big the store is. And you can determine if you want to come poke around in here or not. I think most of the stuff that's in here we saw in the other stores, but maybe not. There's a Tinkerbell shirt, Tinkerbell water bottle down here as well. Oh, and a Tinkerbell plate. 70th Disney 70 there. But here you go. That's it. That's the whole store for Gone Hollywood. They do have a fuel rod charger, recharging portable swapping station. That's what I'm going for. You can buy them or you can swap them here. Swaps are free at Disneyland. Next, we will hop across the street to Off the Page. This is going to be an animation store, and there's going to be loads of unique stuff in here. I could spend all day in this store. This store is awesome, especially if you love like knickknacks and things that you can hang on your wall or put on your bookshelf. They have got a lot of this. Disneyland map replica, $99 for the map replica, and then the 70th anniversary plaque is $150. That's that guy right there. But you're going to find all sorts of stuff like that in here, along with some art prints. Art prints are going to range in price from $50 for these guys down here to, $150, $300, $3,000, $6,000. Some of them are quite pricey. You'll have to look at each and every one of them to see what they are. But they also have like little wood carvings in here. And these guys are not cheap either. $1,400 for the Minnie Mouse. They've got a Grogu down here, $1,800 for Grogu. So quite a bit more of those you can take a look at. They're on display. Look at this, the old tramway. I don't even remember what it was called because I was never here for that, but they got a little plant in it. The sky buckets that they used to have. Then there's this guy, big old, that's big, $150, wooden wall art, Disneyland. But if I remember, this is just like pretty simple, thin material. It's nothing like super fancy. It has the appearance of being 3D, but it's not. It's not. They've got some designer collection dolls for $130 down here. Looks like Up is Ellie and Carl. Can I have a look at this? I want to see. Ooh, look at that. Aw. I love Up. Up's one of my favorites. Then we have musical figurine. Ooh, Haunted Mansion bust, singing bust. So it actually works. I wonder if there's a button. I'm not going to try it though. We've got a whole bunch of that sort of stuff in here. Again, I'm not going to look at all of them. I said I wasn't going to say that again. We're not going to look at all of them. But, oh, Yzma and Kronk. I feel like Emperor's New Groove does not get enough attention in the parks. I love Yzma and Kronk. I love Emperor's New Groove. Such a great movie. Such a great movie. Oh, look, Lorcana. Got some Lorcana stuff in here. If you're interested in trading cards. They've got Irresistibles, it looks like, too. Yep. These little collectibles, Irresistibles. We've got pins over on the far wall. We'll go look over at the pins again. We looked at pins earlier. We've got more paintings down here. And then we also have, very similar to the Disneyland Gallery, we have an artist who is doing something live there for you to watch if you wanted to. They're not always there, but they occasionally are. And there's even more paintings over here with some more of the $50 prints sitting right here in the middle. I have a couple of $50 prints from various things. They're usually, these ones are, manageable. You just have to frame them yourself and hang them up. But I find them to be a little bit easier pill to swallow than some of them. Like, let me see what that one is. That one is $399. That's not bad, actually. It's not bad. Not bad compared to some of these. We come out of that store and we just hop across the road over here to Hollywood Studios next. And back here you will find the studio store. Looks like we've got some food and wine festival items first up on this display. I really like that they have started having Roosevelts here in the park. I am really thinking about getting that Toy Story one we saw in the last Disneyland video. I think I might purchase it at the end of today. I just decided I'm going to go for it. One of you told me just to go for it, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I also really like this Spirit jersey. I told Amy she should get it, but she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that Dale is fat with his tongue out. And she also doesn't particularly like the color, but she loves the theme Here for the Snacks, and she loves Chip and Dale, so I told her to get it, but she hasn't. And then we've got some hats, sun hats, Mr. Water Bottle, cooling towels. We haven't pointed those out yet in this walking tour. More visors, more crossbody bags and backpacks. Oh, shoulder pets. This might be the first time we've seen shoulder pets in the video as well. Lots of different shoulder pets. There's the more Emperor's New Groove merchandise. Love it. Love the representation for Emperor's New Groove. More hats in here, more headbands. Cross over this way. More Zootopia too. Look at that. Well, that's is that for the headband? Create your own headband. I'm not sure. Look at this. It's like some sort of backpack. It's kind of creepy. A head. It's like you... Yeah, I'm not going to say it. There's kids watching. We got Sully's tail. That's because we're right next to Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the rescue. There's nothing else back here. So we're gonna move on to Avengers Campus. And the first store coming in from this direction is going to be over off to the left of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. It's gonna be the store you go through at the exit of the attraction. And that's gonna be called the Collector's Warehouse. So again, this is at the exit. If you ride the ride, you will have to go through this. You have no choice but to walk through it. And you are gonna find all of the Guardians of the Galaxy merchandise here. Shirts, mugs, plushes, action figures. I am Groot. Rocket, there's a rocket tail, just like the Sully tail that we saw. Some Christmas ornaments, more shirts, ears. I am Groot. Isn't that cute? What else we got? Some figurines. You can ask about these guys. It says, well, that's $119 for the Wolverine mask. It also looks like they have a Captain America watch in there, although the prices aren't specifically listed. And then more ears, little jacket. Just met some more lovely viewers. Thank you guys for saying hello. I really don't mind if you interrupt if I'm filming, no problem. It's actually not an interruption. I film these videos for you, so please say hello. If I ever stop making videos for you guys, then I've lost the point. These videos are completely 100% to help you guys plan, and it's all about being a help and making your Disney vacations the absolute best they can be. Got some more ornaments here. Is those masks again? Maybe those are the masks for the boxes. Pins. There we go, just pan the rest of the store. If there's anything in here maybe that I missed. Oh, comics, there we go, missed those. $4 for the comics. So if we venture a little deeper into Avengers Campus and we turn off to the left, below the Quinjet here, you're gonna find Avengers Vault. And this is where you will be able to get more Marvel merchandise. Captain America, Iron Man. You used to be able to purchase this guy. He used to have a price tag on him like $3,000 to $5,000. They no longer sell those, but you can buy the Vibranium Shield. You can buy Mjolnir. I hope you get my quote. I'm not going to explain it. And then we have Spider-Man. And more Spider-Man. Lots of Spider-Man. As a matter of fact, there's a throw down there. Spider-Bot. Spider-Bot throw blanket. Spider-Bot little guy hanging here on this jacket. This is a Spider-Bot zip-up jacket for children, of course. You're not going to fit in that. We got a pen here. Some stickers. Sticker pack. There's look at this. A camera. Like Spider-Man's camera. And there's a Daily Bugle. That's cool. Friendly neighborhood spider. And general Avengers stuff, Avengers Campus stuff too. Look at this. Avengers Campus branded jacket. We got Black Panther over here. Kids shirt. Action figure. Then we have the Infinity Gauntlet as well as Iron Man mask you can purchase over this way. Let's get a little closer. Actually, I'm pretty sure you can buy all this stuff that's on display. Loki's scepter here. The Tesseract. You just have to look around for whether these are boxed up. Eye of Agamotto. Here's the Eye of Agamotto boxed up. And then here's the Ether boxed up. And there's Loki's scepter. So yeah, all this stuff. All this stuff's right here. $50 for the orb with Power Stone. Prices aren't listed for Loki's. Infinity Gauntlet with stones is $99.99, and the Eye of Agamotto with Time Stone is $99.99. And we're just gonna pop out the exit over here and head back towards Avengers Campus. Hawkeye.
Document this activation.
Look at all the characters. Shang-Chi. That was the biggest gathering of Marvel characters I've ever seen. That was a crazy ton of them. Wow, some of them I've never even seen in the parks before. Like, I don't think I've ever seen Shang-Chi before. And there was another one there. I've already lost it in my mind, but there was another one that I hadn't seen before. Oh, it was Hawkeye. I don't think I've ever seen Hawkeye in the park before. Doesn't mean he hasn't been here, I just haven't seen him. There's this little pop-up cart outside of Pym Test Kitchen, between Pym Test Kitchen and Spider-Man Web Slingers. And it's got some different merchandise items as well. All the way around. We got stuff all the way around. And then we're gonna walk that away. And directly opposite Spider-Man Web Slingers building, you will find Web Suppliers. And they're gonna have Stark and Spider-Man lines of apparel in here, because the two of them kind of teamed up for this. That's the whole concept. Mostly Spider-Man stuff though, but they do have a few Stark Industries items in here, but mostly Web, mostly Spider. Spidey and his amazing friends. What are these guys? Oh, more like Vitalmation characters. Look at this. That looks cool. We have Spider-Bots, remote control Spider-Bots. You know, I've noticed that they got rid of the web slinger things. Actually, there might have been some down here. Like, yeah, there's a few down here still. But they used to have a larger selection of the web slinger attachment that you can purchase to put on your wrist during the game, like when you play web slingers, and then it helps you get a higher score. Well, we've never bought one. But now we're done with Avengers Campus. With Avengers Campus done, we're moving on to Radiator Springs, aka Cars Land. And first up on the right, you are gonna find Sarge's Surplus. They've got a lot of toys in here, so let's go see what we can find. We got Mac, and it looks like some sort of RC car. Some cooling towels and fans, as well as, what's this? On-the-go play set. All right. And then we have Mater, and then there's that like race car again. Over here we have some bath sets. You can tell the bath sets because they're always in those plastic tubs. Some bubble wands. Some apparel over here. We do have some apparel in here. Little sweatpants. Look at that, cute little sweatpants. Got some more toys. Definitely gonna have a lot of toys in here. More Radiator Springs, Mater, Lightning McQueen apparel. Some Crocs. Look at that, little Crocs. You'll have to just come in here and take a look at the different designs that they have. As the stores get a little busy, it's hard for me to get up and down the aisles. So we'll just stay a little further away this time. And that's about as close as we're gonna get. Let's come down this way. We have little Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters vehicles. That's cute. And oh, Little Mater's Junkyard Jamboree vehicles. I love it. That's all the way down at the end by the register. And we're gonna pop back out. You might have noticed that in my Disneyland guide that we did, I did this much earlier in the morning so that the gift shops were far more empty and we were able to look around a little bit more. As a result though, some of the stores were closed. We're doing this at about 1:30 in the afternoon right now. And so everything's open. We'll be able to look at everything, but it's a little bit more crowded as a result. Next up on the left-hand side is the Radiator Springs Curios. Let's go in here, see what they have. They're gonna have a lot of apparel. I see one of their new Roosevelts, their Carsland Roosevelt that we pointed out in the Disneyland video. Got a lot of other shirts and sweatshirts in here, some more toys on the left-hand side. Look, there's their same Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters vehicles here. We've got some other cars. Oh, is that a Spirit jersey? Feel the Freedom Spirit jersey. That one's more expensive than usual. $89.99. Does it say anything like specifically Carsland? No, it's just Route 66. And then we have some wall decor. And we've got pins down here too. Bunch of pins, new arrivals. Mystery pouch. And then we've got Earth Day pins. Some Pride Collection pins. We haven't seen those yet. And then I think these guys are new too. Carsland. They're all under the What's New board. We didn't see those in the other ones. And then a lot more pins. There's a lot more pins in here. They used to have magic bands. I don't see magic bands anymore. I think Disneyland has started to abandon the magic band experiment. They're still useful, but they thought that they were going to be more of a hit out here. They would have been way more of a hit had you been able to get into your hotel room at the Disney hotels with them, and if you could pay for things with them. If you could attach a credit card to them and pay like you can at Disney World, then I think they would have been a lot more useful. When they first launched, they told me that magic bands were going to get those features. Here we are 3-4 years later, and they don't have those features. So I think Disneyland has abandoned sort of trying to do anything with magic bands, especially with the not so interested in, popularity. But I think it's kind of like a catch-22. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will. Coming into Ramon's House of Body Art, we have some more apparel. There's more of those Carsland Roosevelts. Just love, love, love that Roosevelts are in the park. That's a relatively new thing. They've had Disney collabs for a while, but I only started seeing them being sold in the park about 5-6 months ago. So really awesome to see more Roosevelts. Sunglasses. Prices on the sunglasses there. Also got a piston cup. You want to purchase a piston cup? And then we have more artwork and an artist in here too. There's some apparel on the left-hand side, but very, very nice. Well, that's it for Carsland. Let's head on over into San Fransokyo Square. And in San Fransokyo Square, you will find, well, Baymax. But right across from there is the San Fransokyo Makers Market, where you can find Baymax merchandise. And we're just going to quickly pan through all the different items that they have in here. Got a little jersey down there, and some ears. Big plush. There's another one of those $50 prints. Actually, this one's going to be a premium 2-character sketch, so that one's $109. I can tell it's premium because it's colored, and it's got 2 characters in it. And then the final little display is right here. Got a sleeveless shirt, hat, and some socks. That is the Makers Market. Little store. That's the only thing in San Fransokyo Square too, so we're out of here too. Before we head up into Pixar Pier, I want to point out the Pan Pacific Pin Traders. very popular. Can't get anywhere near it. But there are some pins, lanyards, and sets right here at this little booth. Next, we're just going to go straight up into Pacific Pier, or Pacific Pier, Pixar Pier. Sorry, guys. Try saying Pacific Pan Pin Traders Pixar Pier like 10 times fast. Although take out the T, Pacific Pan Pin Pixar Pier. I don't know, there's a lot of P's. Once you get to the top here, you'll see Lamplight Lounge. Most people are familiar with that location. Right across, in a matching architectural style, is Knickknacks. This is a little gift shop for Pixar characters. Of course, we're in Pixar Pier now. Toy Story, I see a bunch of Toy Story stuff. You got Lenny, look at that, Lenny. Slink, Buzz. New arrival, the boot the new arrival, or is this guy the new arrival? Let's go with this. This is Disney branded, it's not like Tommy Bahamas, it's not Roosevelt's, but kind of a similar shirt style. And then we've got this Woody set of ears. I think that might be new-ish. Rex hat and a Rex zip-up jacket. And there's the hood. Oh, look, there it is again. It's here. It's here. I'm talking like Rex now. The Midway Mania Roosevelt shirt. I really want that. I love Midway Mania. I'm gonna buy that. I think I'm gonna buy that before I go. Buzz Lightyear Loungefly. The headband, Slinky Dog ear headband that James always wears. They have it over here too. There it is. Let's just show you the price over here. Oh, they don't have the price listed. Oh, it's probably up here. I'm gonna say it should be 75. Oh, 80. Ouch, it's 80. They're 70 if you buy them online. I've seen the in the park one's usually 75. That one's 80. Good thing I get a discount. But though you buy them online, they're 70 bucks. They're not cheap. We have another artist station in here. They're not nobody at it currently, but they do have the ability for that. We have some Wall-E and Eve plushes. Some pens. And then Monsters Inc. And it looks like Up on the back wall. That was it for that little store. I hope it's okay that we started speeding things up a little bit. Just quick pans of what's in there. Give you an idea of what you can expect. The thing is, merchandise items are going to rotate out so frequently that unless you happen to be coming within the next month, the scope of this video being a guide is really just to show you where all the gift shops are located and what types of items are in each of those gift shops. That way you can say, oh, I definitely have to go check that out, see what's available whenever you come. As you draw closer to Toy Story Midway Mania, off to the left of the entrance to the ride is the exit to the ride. And in that exit is another gift shop. And you're gonna find the same stuff that we saw up at Knickknacks, it looks like, down here as well. Except for, we saw that one, right? The button-up shirt. But this one right here is like a t-shirt version, sort of V-neck version of that. And then we have the Roosevelt's again. We have some more toys. Looks like a blaster, like Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster. Lotso Huggin' Bear, Rex, some more plushes. We even have some outfits in here. Jesse's outfit, Buzz outfit. That one says, hi, I'm in charge. That doesn't say hi, it just says I'm in charge. And then we have the Pizza Planet shirt. Classic, good old Pizza Planet shirt. There's Lenny again. Let's see if we can go over there. Go this way though. Ooh, look at that. Buzz Lightyear box mug. That's cool. And then we've got some toys over this way. Evil Emperor Zurg. And Bullseye. Rex. Forky. Woody, of course, and Jesse and Buzz. Ooh. Now this next series of items isn't exactly traditional merchandise. You can't just go up to it and spend $1 and, you know, get it. These are boardwalk games, but if you spend enough money and play enough games, you can get the merchandise here. I'm not sure much of it is very desirable to like go and drop $50 on or whatever, however long it takes you to win this stuff. But I do want you to be aware that there are some items here. Sometimes you don't have to like get lucky. Sometimes you just have to, well, you still have to get lucky. You have to win a couple of times. And then after you win a certain number of times and get a certain number of prizes, you can exchange for bigger prizes. The final one down here, Bullseye's Stallion Stampede. By far the most popular game. Gonna be hard to get up close there, but hopefully you can see those items. And that's it for the boardwalk games. We're gonna walk around this way because the next store we're going to is right there. Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff. Now, being the name Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff, it does have sweet things in terms of food. That's going to be off to your left-hand side, memory refreshers and Candy Palace type stuff, candied apples, Rice Krispies, cookies, but it's also a store. We've got a whole bunch of plushes along the back wall there. I even see like Simba and Dumbo, Stitch. We have a whole Stitch display right here, so even though we're still in Pixar Pier, we have some stuff that's not strictly Pixar in this store. Can't really get it around. Here we go, get it around this way. We've got more Stitch stuff. Stitch ears, Stitch apparel, Stitch puzzles, Stitch, 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 626, Bing Bong, Bing Bong. That was Bing Bong here, he said that. Another Disney California Adventure shirt. More plushes. Here's more of those create your own headbands. Monsters Inc. stuff down here towards the end. And then even just generic Disneyland apparel that we saw at the very, very front of the park. I really like this one with the balloons. What I don't like, I mean for Amy, not for me. What I don't like is the sequins. Because I feel like sequins, you know, one of them falls off and then it looks bad. They got more generic Disneyland stuff along the back wall. Some Pixar, some just animated stuff like Stitch. Fairly large store. A lot of stuff to look around at in here. But we're going to continue on. That's it for Pixar Pier. Next up, we find ourselves in Paradise Gardens Park. And if we go over here right next to the Corn Dog Castle, immediately to the left of that is going to be this Sunglass Hut. I don't know if it's literally Sunglass Hut, the brand, but I just mean that it's a hut of sunglasses. And they've got all sorts of kinds here. All sorts of brands too. Go around the other side. You can see some more. It literally says Paradise Gardens Park Sunglass Hut. There you go. Then over here is Seaside Souvenirs. Little outdoor merchandise area. Fully outdoor. I mean, they've got an awning, but there's no like actual store. Just a storefront. Hello, Spring. Got some other sunglasses right here. These are the cheaper kind. I mean, sorta. Pretty expensive for those style of sunglasses, if you ask me. Then we have some Vault Collection. They've got these little stands. There's some pins over there, some ears right here. More shirts and hats in the center. Spirit jerseys, bulk collection bag. And oh, is this the first like beanie we've seen? It's just black. Does it even say anything? No, it doesn't. It's just black. And then they have gloves too. The wrong time of year for that. Definitely the wrong time of year for that. Nice 75 degrees today. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I almost missed these little guys. We've got some keychains here. Look at this. Let's just get close. They've even got the little fidget poppers. Ooh, magnets. Look at this. That's a nice magnet. Celebrating 25 years, DCA. I also like this too. It's a good magnet. Like nice magnets. Some more autograph books here. And pens. Shoulder pets. A lot more shoulder pets. And now that's going to be it for that store. We're not done with Paradise Gardens Park, but we are going to go down to the far end of it. Now we are back down to this area where we once headed up to Pixar Pier. If we start heading down towards Grizzly Peak, over off to the right, you're going to find Embarcadero gifts featuring Pandora. They have a couple of apparel items in here, but it's going to mostly be jewelry. Pandora jewelry, of course. It's a very small little store. Again, a couple of apparel items here. Some rhinestone Spirit jerseys. The regular black Spirit jersey. Got some ears in here. But again, a lot of jewelry. You're going to find jewelry in here. Otherwise, it looks like 70th merchandise. And a Pandora Disney Parks collection.
Over there? Oh, okay. Can we come back to that one?
Thank you. And there we go. That's going to be it for that store. And that's going to be it for Paradise Gardens Park. Well, we have this little kiosk right here. Guess we could show that. Bubble wands, bath toys, bubble wands, and other toys. That was it. Now we're done with Paradise Gardens Park. Moving on to Grizzly Peak Recreation Area, which is actually the final section of the video. Awesome. You made it. Actually, no. I don't know if it's going to be the final one. We might throw in, I promised somebody that we would throw in Pooh Corner, because we missed it. We missed Pooh Corner in the last video. We'll see how long this one is. If it's under an hour and a half, which is what the last video was, we'll throw in Pooh Corner. If it's already over that, no, we might have to make some trimming. And there are two gift shops in Grizzly Peak Recreation Area. The first is going to be the Russian River Outfitters right outside of Grizzly River Run. And you are going to find some Grizzly River Run apparel. Look at that, a River Guide hoodie. You can buy some giant sequoias in here. Make sure that you can take those home if you get them. Grizzly shirts. Is that a Grizzly towel? That is! Grizzly River Run towel. That's cool. Never seen that before. In fact, I've not seen any of this apparel before. There's the towel again. I've not seen any of this stuff. This looks really nice. Must be relatively new. Although I don't come in here all that often. It's probably one of the least frequented stores that I come into. Just because I'm not really ever back this way for a whole lot. We don't really ride Grizzly. There's some flip-flops in here. See the price on the flip-flops. $35 for these little ones. There's another towel. Guess they figure if you're going to get soaked, you need a towel. You know the key to not getting soaked in Grizzly River Run? There's these little water vents in the bottom of the floor. Most of the water actually comes up through the vent. Of course, the vent is like meant for draining water, but I often find that water comes up through it when you like splash down. If you keep your foot firmly on the drain, you're not gonna get super splashed. It's just the water that comes in from outside. That's what I've found anyway. Usually works for me. Cover up the drain, you don't get as soaked. Oh look, some Winnie the Pooh stuff. Kindness is golden. Magnet. Here's another magnet. Basketball jersey. Baseball jersey. Well, that's not really a baseball jersey. It's not a jersey at all. Just kind of has that appearance of it. Roo! Hang on tightly, Roo! And then finally, down across from Soarin', well, Soarin' over California currently, but across from that is Humphrey's Service and Supplies in the Grizzly Peak airfield. This will be our last gift shop here. You can find a Smokey the Bear merchandise. Only you can prevent wildfires. We have some socks. More of the poppies and sequoias, redwoods. If you want to buy some of those again, make sure you understand the implications of taking those on a plane or flying them into a different country or what have you. You may not be able to buy them. But we have some Smokey the Bear plushes and t-shirts in here. Animal Tracks matching game. And then I don't know what this is. It says game, cooperative game. Happy Camper. And as we just pan the rest of the store here, a lot of apparel and merchandise that we've already seen elsewhere. So you can sort of see what they've got. Some pins over on the far wall. We've got some more pins right down here. And more jerseys. They have this, you know, that Pooh one, the basketball jersey. We've seen it on display. Oh, there it is. It's actually hanging up. It's like I didn't see it hanging up in the other store, but it's hanging up over here. They got all sorts of jerseys in here. And then when we pop outside, got a few airplane related stuff here. Ooh, look at this, like an aviator's hat. And some bubble wands. And that's going to be right outside of Humphreys. That's going to be it. But this video is not over. We are going to go check out Pooh Corner at Disneyland because I forgot to go back and do it in the last video. We have Lewis's Critter Club also with that. It's the same building, but forgot to go back there at the end of the last video, so let's do it now. And as promised, we are now back here at Lewis's Critter Club, all the way back in Bayou Country, and then Pooh Corner is over off to the right. So we're just gonna start here, and we're gonna go through the building. This is the stuff that we missed last time. I guess they some of you guys were wondering if they have anniversary merchandise for Winnie the Pooh right now, and that was what the big request was, to make sure that I got back and did this, because it was closed when we initially did the sweep with Disneyland. And then I just spaced on making my way back here. So let's go ahead and try to go through all the Pooh merchandise. I always love these ears. They've had them for a while. I think they're really cute with the little bee in the ear. But we have some t-shirts and some sweatshirts down here. And then we got like a Letterman jacket style there for kids. And another one of those like jerseys, but not a jersey. Some Crocs. Oh, look at that, a onesie. How cute. A Tigger bag, Tigger shirt, Tigger Crocs, Tigger lug, Tigger ears, Tigger, 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 T-I double gutter. And then we've got this water bottle here. Water bottle's gonna be $44.99 for you. Pooh backpack with a little bumblebee zipper. And then here's a Pooh jacket. We've got some sleeveless shirts here. And then there's the basketball jersey. And then the same same bag that we saw for Tigger, but in Pooh form. Here's a honey jacket with the sort of Letterman printing, even though it's not a Letterman jacket. It's got that material. A little Pooh wallet. The Pooh wallet's going to be $35 for the Pooh wallet. Little hat. They actually have a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuff in Lewis's Critter Club. Usually all of this stuff is Tiana's Bayou Adventure themed, which they do have over here. Now this is new. I mean, maybe not new, it's just my first time I'm seeing it. We've seen the pattern like this with Mickey in the main store. Didn't realize they had a Tiana one back here. But Tiana's Perfect Plan, got some books, little golden book. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, little golden book, some ears. Here's a Ray jersey, baseball jersey, and a different set of ears. That was it though for the, usually this whole area is Tiana, so maybe this is the anniversary merch if they have Pooh over here, because usually they don't. We've got some charms here, charms for a charm bracelet. We've got some hats, Tiana's Bayou Adventure hat. And Steamboat Willie. Got some more keychains. Steamboat Willie again. And then, okay, so here's, it's not the same style, the relief pattern, not the same, but this is what I was talking about. They have that here. Here's a just Disneyland set of ears. And we've seen enough of this stuff that I'm not gonna super focus on that. We have some more pins over here on this wall. Pin lanyards, starter sets, and then pins themselves. Now we're moving into Pooh Corner, and in Pooh Corner they have just a bunch of plushes. Wishables over here. But we have all of those plushes. And some more shirts and jackets. Key to Disneyland. And a big Winnie the Pooh. I guess they don't really have room for apparel over here, so that's why they put the Pooh apparel in the other side. So they do, it must be anniversary merch. Oh no, they have room over here. They could have put it over here. Yeah, and they have. It's mostly some of the same stuff right here. And they have some more plushes on that wall. Here's a candle. Any day spent with you is my favorite day. And then Winnie the Pooh. Some mugs. A zip-up hoodie. And some more zip-up hoodies. Last couple of items here. Some hair clips. But then the rest of the store is going to be food. And that's going to be it for this merchandise guide. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. I am always happy to answer them. Click this video to check out my Disneyland merchandise guide if you have not yet seen it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.